And one must not just be reckless in approaching the matter. Of course, our people feels that we need to shut down all these Spaza shops all at a go. I, for one, I am trying to analyze the situation as it stands. In Alex, a week ago, we just opened a new mall that has ShopRite, Woolworth, and many bigger shops. And one can look at it in a form of politics as to whether the West and the East are fighting. That's one side of looking at it. That is why it does not need one to be rushing into conclusion as to whether this is their plan to kill our people. They are here maybe to take over the country or whatever the case. I mean, they need money, these people. And the bottom line of a business is that we make profit out of everything. But I think government has not been playing its role, which is why now we need to get involved and make sure that our oversight as we go, that everybody plays his role. We've got to then cover that gap. It is important. You can't just say these people must go and then you don't respond to the landlord's question. That's when government must come in and say, how do we then bridge the gap and subsidize the landlords or the residents themselves if they want to run this Spaza gap? Because that's the gap you want to bridge. I mean, if you close this Spaza shop now, I'll be forced to go and buy at Pick n Pay. It's money to go to Pick n Pay. So if I was buying loaf of bread at 18 Rand here, I still need to pay 15 Rand to go to the mall. So meaning I'm going to be paying double. Who is benefiting and who is losing at the end of the day? It's us. Government must protect that space so that the convenience and the pricing purposes, people are still safe and they can still afford life.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Controversial Podcast. My name is Eja Mutimano. Thank you so much for joining me. Well, yesterday I spoke about a conspiracy theory and many people here like, what am I talking about? But yeah, as you can watch the video above me, it looks like I'm not the only one thinking loudly and actually expressing what I kind of look. Yeah, shame. Let me just say, it's not easy to run a Spaza shop. I know many brothers and sisters, black people, we want to run them, we want to prove the point. And that is one of the biggest mistakes we are making, because you don't open a business because you want to prove a point. You open a business because you are desperate for something. And by the way, Spaza shop did not start with the guys from the East. They were always here, but most of them closed down. Why did they close? Because it's never a profitable business. Why people are thinking it's gonna work now? Many people who are making Spaza shops work, they're making it because they've got no bills other than only rent. They probably do everything inside. So think twice, my brothers, before you get involved in the propaganda. The reality is, we need to start looking into this very carefully, because we don't want to, as black people, as Bantu people, you don't want to take over this thing and then you fail. And then if this was a war between the West and the Eastern people, and then the Eastern people will be very smart to say, no, if we trigger the war, eventually, they're not going to run it, which is very insulting. They're not going to run it anyway. It will run into the ground and they all come back to us. You understand? So we need to also look at that. Put emotions aside. We all know one thing that is the truth right now. Kids have died. That's where the focus of people should be, to find the solution of what made people die, who need to be held responsible. Not to fight who opened the shops, who does not open the shop. Because that's where the focus needs to be redirected to. Anyway, I'm just saying this. I don't want smoke on my back, and I don't want people fighting. I don't want people insulting me otherwise. But yeah, I'm just thinking also loudly like everyone else. Have a great day.